If a man is going out with two ladies, Akosua and Ama, and he tells Ama that I have a girlfriend who is Akosua, he tells Akosua that you are the only woman in my life, my dear. He loves Akosua more than Ama. Are you your boyfriend's girlfriend? Some of you are in relationships, eh? Your boyfriends are your boyfriends, but you are not your boyfriend's girlfriends, my dear. Sorry to tell you. You see, I find it very difficult when ladies come to me and tell me that, Auntie, I dated him for a year or two, and I never knew he was married. I never knew he had a serious woman somewhere. Like, really? Are you sure you never knew? Or you knew, but then you just decided to ignore it? Like, you just decided to see him for who you want him to be instead of seeing him for who he really is? Are you really sure that you never saw the signs? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about 10 signs that shows that you are the side chick and not the main. Try watching this video to the end because you do not want to miss even one point. Stick with me if you're interested. Let's do this. Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're coming across my video, hi, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Eke and I am a relationship expert and a life coach. We talk about life, love, relationships, and marriages. If you're interested in any of these topics, you need to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification button so that whenever I post a video, you'll be part of the first people who sees it and you will not miss any of this. You really want to be part of this community because here we learn a lot. Let's get right into it. The first point I have here is that it is common not to hear from him. You're going out with someone and for weeks he hasn't called. You call, he doesn't pick. And it's not like he does it. It's not like this is the first time. It is something he does. Or more he goes off. Then he comes back. And when he comes back, he pretends as if nothing has happened. Like he doesn't owe you any explanation. What explanation would you give me? In this social media era, in this mobile phone era, where you can't go 1 hour without touching your phone. You didn't call, you didn't text, I call you, you don't speak. And it's, as I said, it's not like it happens once. He goes days without talking to you. My dear, I am sorry, but there is a mean some way. When a man loves you, he wants to hear from you. This is love, this is relationship, and communication is on the top notch. So if you are not communicating, like, and you still not have accepted the fact that there is someone somewhere. I understand you, my dear. You want it to work. You love him. You really want it to be you. I want it to be you. Tatiana Manua. You really want it to be you. But does he really want it to be you? I know you want him that much. You love him that, but does he love you that much? The second point is that it is all about his terms. If you have to meet, it's about if he says so. If you have to call him, if he says so. If he has to call you, it's if he says so. Don't call me at this time. Don't visit me without telling me. Why did you come without telling me? I told you not to come and you came. And you are still wondering. Like, are you still wondering? Are you still asking yourself these questions? That are you the main? Like, are you really asking yourself this question? And then you've never met his family and his friends. For his friends, let me say that you see, the bro code can be there. His friends can miss you. They can call you our wife, knowing clearly that you are not. That is the bro code for you. But his family, sometimes he keeps it a secret. Like the only people who know you are going out is yourself. Don't tell anybody. I don't want anybody to know. Let's keep it between us. It's either both of you are kids and you are not ready for relationship, or there is another person. Sans Safadia or the chere. If a man loves you, he will not hide you. He tells people, this is my woman. He gives you a title. This is her. He introduces you. If the relationship has been more than 2 years and both of you are matured enough to be in relationships, and his family members, not even a cousin or a family friend, someone is important to him. Someone important to him knows that you are going out, my dear. This is something you should look at it. And then he booty calls you. He only calls you when he wants to be intimate with you. Hey, you know, I miss you. Will you come around? And after that, that is it. He calls when he wants to. I want to see your breast. I want to see your ass. I want to see this. Why don't you do this? And after that, that is all. There is nothing like matured communication, realistic communication, and with you. It is only about sex and nothing else. It is only when he feels like going down there that he calls you, he gives you the attention, and after that, nothing else. And you are still asking yourself, and then he ghosts you, just like going days without talking to you. He's there, and like all of a sudden, nothing has happened. You haven't fought, like he's not sick, and then he just ghosts you. Sometimes they ghost you for a month and come back and give you all the excuses in the world, 1,001 excuses, and you still take it back. My dear young lady, don't do that to yourself. You are so beautiful and amazing to be doing this to yourself, okay? Like, this is not something we even have to consider. That this is not something you even have to be confused about. He ghosts you, and then he never stays over or gives you access to stay over. You know when you've already started having sex. So you visit him and he goes like, you don't have to, I don't want you to sleep in my place. Or he comes to your place and as late as 10, 11, 12 p.m. he wants to leave. And whenever he's with you, it's like he's in a hurry to leave or you are with him. He's in a hurry to let you leave. And in this era, at your age, you visit your boyfriend and he wakes you up at 4 a.m. and tell you to sneak out of the house because he doesn't want anybody to see you. Are you really sure that there is not a man who comes there on weekends? There is not a man who the people in the house know that this is her. Like, my dear, come on. And then there is nothing like PDA, I mean public display affection. Whenever you want to hold his hands in the public, he's offended. Sometimes you visit him, and when he's going to see you off, he tells you to go ahead of him, he's coming. Even in his community, in his area, he doesn't want people to see you together. Have you asked yourself why? The excuse he will give you is that I don't know any, I don't want anybody to know that we are going out. The area had a more pekasa dodo. In this area, they like talking. And so I don't want to like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, are you really sure? He's always guarding his phone. When you guys are together, it's his phone. Like, even if he's bathing, he wants to take his phone with him to the washroom. If he's in the washroom and then he has a call, he can come out with the soap on his body to pick the phone. What is he hiding? What is he hiding? Like, I've told you, don't touch my phone. I know that I have told you not to snoop through his phone. But when he's overprotective of his phone, it tells you something that there is something wrong somewhere. And then mostly when he's doing something and then you bump into him, he acts weird. He's making a call and then you bump into him. He's chatting, then you bump into him. He acts weird. There was something wrong somewhere. And then this relationship has gone on for a year or 2 or 3 years, and you see no progress. You don't know where you stand. You don't know where the relationship is going. You don't know whether you are a girlfriend or just say, who or stand or relationship anymore. Now, you've seen all these signs. It's happening. How do you move from being a side chick to a main? And when I say a main, I don't mean being the main chick with him. It can be with him or it can be with another person. But how do you move from being a side chick? How do you move from that position? The first thing is that, my dear, you have to be honest with yourself about what you want. Ask yourself, what do you really want? Are you content with the position you are playing in this life? Are you okay with it? Are you happy with it? Be honest with yourself. Let me ask you this question. Do you think that a man can fall in love with a side chick? Technically, anything is possible, but largely in love and relationship, the way things start, that is how it continues. So don't expect him that one day he become attached to you so much that he would upgrade you. My dear, stop kidding yourself, okay? If you suspect that you are a side chick, what you have to do is that you have to confront him. That doesn't mean that you are going to have an argument with him. No, it means that you are going to have an open discussion with him. Sit down with him, put emotions aside. Let's hold the horn by its the bull by its horn. Let's hold the bull by its horn. Discuss it with him. Okay. Have an open discussion with him. And then don't be a doormat. The number one mistake that ladies always make is that we think that when we become agreeable, when we agree to him, one day, he's going to make us the man. After all, if he was happy with his woman, he wouldn't come to me. If you have any problem, talk to your man. He came to me. My dear, you could be Princess Awesome from the planet Fantastic, and it wouldn't make a difference. If you continue accepting to be a side chick, that is how it will be. Because he knows that, oh, the Oyeti as a fool, you understand that, you understand him. You've given, you see, the main one will not tolerate that. And he knows, I've always told you that if a man is going out with two ladies, Akosia and Ama, and he tells Ama that I have a girlfriend who is Akosia. He tells Akosia that you are the only woman in my life, my dear. He loves Akosia more than Ama, but he's scared that when he tells Akosia there is another woman, Akosia is going to leave him. And he doesn't want to lose Akosia. So he will try to protect Akosia so that he doesn't want to lose it. He's telling you that there is Akosia because he knows that you will understand and you still stick around. And so you would always remain in that position. And you want to remain in the reverse. How do you say it? How do the players say it? The bench. The bench. Let me put it that way, Menkai, because I'm not a football fan. A reverse player, yes. You would always be the reverse player that he comes to you when there is itches with Akosia. And then, my dear, increase your self-esteem. You found out that yes, you are the side. Ask yourself, why are you excited? It is not because of something he's provided. It is not because of anything. It is because you are allowing that. And if you continue to allow that, you will continue to be in that position. Why are you putting yourself through this, my dear? Come on. I think it is time for you to show yourself some love. And as we've always said on this page, it is about you loving yourself first. That way, you will not be anyone's option. Okay? So if you see these signs, please try to accept the facts, have an open conversation with him. Don't be a doormat and then try to increase your self esteem. I hope that if you do this, it will put you in a position where you will know that you are worth it and you should never be any man's second option. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you have any question, please put in the comment section for me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that, and try to share this video to your family and friends. But remember that the goal is to love yourself first. Cheers.